Sri Lankan cricket fans are in jubilation right now, and why shouldn't they be? After all, their team have done them proud today. Even though the series was lost for Sri Lanka, they were trailing 2-0 in the series, but what an effort today from Sri Lanka. And in fact, when you look at second innings, when you look at how this test match has transpired, well, there was only Sri Lanka, let's say, all the way after especially things got over in the first innings. They really turned things around, and let me tell you what exactly is it that happened today. First things first, what this means is this was, by the way, just the fourth win for Sri Lanka in test cricket on English soil. So that's reason number one for them to celebrate. Also, the bigger reason perhaps being that in a decade now, this turned out to be their first win in test cricket against England. They hadn't won against England in test cricket in 10 years, and now they've finally done that at the Oval in London. 2 hours is all that they took today. 125 more runs that they needed on the day after 90 odd that they had at end of day's play on day 3. And those 125 runs came out very interestingly because we had somebody like an Angelo Matthews who played circumspect cricket, who played to the situation, got those 30 odd runs of 60 odd deliveries. But Pathum Nishanka is the one you have to be talking today because even knowing the importance of his innings, knowing that there was still plenty of time left in the test match, not a lot of runs to be scored, but he played with intent. He got to the century mark in just about 107 deliveries, finished unbeaten towards the end. In fact, it was only fitting that for all the aggression that he showed, for all that he done with the bat, that he scored the winning runs as well. And it took everyone back to the time in the first test match as to why he wasn't played back then. And fittingly enough, I must also add here, he was given the man of the match award as well, Pathum Nishanka. So it was riding on his turn that Sri Lanka went ahead and scripted history in England. He was given some support by Kusal Mendes as well. Just the one breakthrough that England got today, but it was all happening too late for them. And 2-1 is how this series has ended in favor of England, who remain mathematically in contention for the World Test Championship final, which is to take place in London next year. However, looking at how the other teams are poised, looking at the competition that they face, England really have a mountain to climb now, and it will be a bit of a minor miracle if things are to work out in their favor that they reach the final of the World Test Championship. As things stand, it looks far-fetched if you ask me, and England will really have to turn a corner from here and need favors, like I said, from some of the other teams as well. That does mean that the others do stay alive. Sri Lanka do happen to be very much alive in the race. Bangladesh happen to be alive. South Africa managed to be alive. India stay right up top, and those upcoming 5 matches at home will be key for India as well. So that's what it is as far as Sri Lanka's win against England is concerned. The series ends 2-1. Pathum Nishanka will be remembered for his heroics with the bat today in London. The way that he celebrated told you what it meant for him. Just the second test 100 for him, if memory serves me right, and the way that he celebrated, kissing the badge on the helmet, then spreading his arms across, soaking in the applause, soaking in the environment, and he knew that he'd done the job well for his team to ensure that Sri Lanka got home and registered a very, very famous win in London. Just the 4th win on England soil, and when you look at the last decade, in the last 10 years, it's Sri Lanka's first win against England in Test cricket. So history being made in London today.